let people. Before his son was autistic, they thought this, and then when they found out that Barron was autistic, they were even more interested. Now, it doesn't really matter to me, but the point is, both of them have autistic traits and narcissistic traits, and that makes for someone who's going to be fucking. Those are that's the kind of crazy that makes someone successful, for better or worse.
I'm asking seriously, Jordan. I've never heard that Barron was autistic. This is the case.
Yeah.
See, there's like.
It's not talked about. They try to keep it on the down low.
When you look at the spectrum, though, and I don't know if you saw the clip of like Barron today. They've been floating it where he's like kind of looking aloof, and Elon is like giggling and joking, where he's like, "We're going to Mars. We're going to Mars," and Barron is just like, "This is fucking retarded."
He's always had that death stare.
Well, what I'm saying is on the spectrum or the index of autism, to me it seems like it comes down to your ability to communicate. And Trump, as a public speaker, you can clearly see over the time that he doesn't have this like detrimental autism, as like his son who might be a mute to a certain extent, and Elon making inappropriate comments, kind of a situation.
I just would like to think. Do you think that since Tesla sales have been the shitter lately, do you think that Trump finally finishing him that will greater put him down into the shitter with his business, or do you think this will actually boost his business?
No, this doesn't boost business. Nothing he's done will boost business. When people are doing swastikas on your cars all around the world.
His business in particular, though. Tesla.
The thing is, so many pension funds and so many mutual funds own Tesla as a major manufacturer for automobiles. It's like you can't stop it. It's like Elon's personality and his activities and his speech and everything else. It's like, even X. It's been revalued at $100 billion, and he retook it private when he combined it with Grok. The guy.
It was slow down for a second. It was revalued at the purchase price at $46 billion.
No, he took it private with Grok at $100 billion.
I don't think $100 billion.
Google it. I remember this was just a couple months ago when he took it private with Grok, because Grok AI.
Private at the amount that he paid for it, and the banks got their loans paid back.
Well, all I'm saying is the valuation is $100 billion, and Grok and X are combined in that valuation.
Yeah, with Grok.
Yeah.
X alone is still valued at $45 billion.
Okay.
So.
But yeah, this isn't good for. Listen, Elon is like, I don't know. I think I've listened to him as Adrian Dittman so many nights now and recorded so many of his rooms. When he is a high on ketamine and hyper verbalizing.
Can you stop for a second, because I want to be clear. Adrian Dittman is a separate person from Elon Musk.
No, dude, David, that is Elon Musk. Don't be stupid, man.
Necro, I'm going to say it one more time. All right, we had a night. This is an affectation of Adrian Dittman. He practices that speech. We had a night with Adrian, Elon Musk himself, and his mother in the room. When Elon heard Adrian speak, we hadn't heard him laugh that long or that loud.
Just go to David. Just go to x.com/Adrian Dittman and look at what he posts. It's Elon Musk, 100%.
It is not Elon Musk.
Okay, I'll bet you $1,000, David. I'll bet you $1,000, David. I'll bet you $1,000, David. Right now, I'll give you 10 to 1 odds. It's a good bet. I'll give you 100 to 1 odds. Come on, dude.
Let me say it again for the 5th time. We had Elon, his mother May, and Adrian Dittman in the room at the same time. Okay?
Oh, congratulations. He's got 2 phones. You know how that works? I got 100 phones over here, David. David, don't be daft. I know you're smarter than that.
Wrong, and I'm sorry.
Okay, well, it doesn't really matter to me what you think. I know I'm right, and you're a schmuck.
David, I'm not going to allow them to insult your intelligence. So you're arguing with Edmund
right now.
Adrian Dittman. Yes, that's Doge. right? So that's Edmund. And
Okay.
right,
All you need
so
to do is go to the
Necro,
account.
Hold on.
Why do we have Edmund as our...
Hold on. So Necro is Necro.
Right. We've
Right.
spoken to Necro, and then we've had actually some decent conversations recently. Adrian Dittman is not Elon Musk.
Okay, David,
Oh,
and
of
yeah, I'm
course.
not a woman.
And
I'm
not
not a
only
woman.
that-
I'm a man.
Elon, I don't know what you are, but Elon doesn't have the time to sit on.
Oh,
X
really?
and pretend
Oh,
Adrian-
really?
Adrian-
Really? He doesn't
Yeah,
have the
really.
time. Okay.
No.
He's not on X all day long posting under Adrian Dittman and Elon Musk. Okay, David, go live in the clouds.
I said speaking.
You know, hold on. Two things can be true at the same time. Elon can be posting. Hold on. Elon can be posting all day long on X.
Yes.
Elon is not Adrian Dittman.
He is Adrian Dittman, and you guys are this stupid. You guys don't even look at Adrian Dittman.
There's no way Elon can be on X all day long because we haven't even confirmed if he has a phone in his pocket. I mean, even if he did, he doesn't have a phone. I mean, because, you know, if he had a phone, he could connect, and it would only take him like a...
Yeah, David. Nobody ever gets a new burner account and just like starts posting under a pseudo pen.
Okay?
David, if you really don't think Elon Musk is Adrian Dittman, you just need to go look at Adrian Dittman's account and confirm it with your own eyes.
The understanding of what Elon's day is even like, that he could sit there and pretend, or even need to be Adrian Dittman. And if you're pulling my
Dude,
chain,
he's
I
got a pen
congratulate
name, David. You don't have to be this daft. Just go look at it.
Okay, so let me just incite
What
a
is-
little bit of clarity here. Alright? Wait, where's Taco?
Taco is adding nothing to this, and he's been an ass all night. So if I'm going to deal with Necro, I don't want Taco chiming in too.
But Necro is quiet.
Yeah.
Right, and Doge is also quiet as well.
Yeah.
Right. So what I will say from my personal expertise and opinion, you know, Necro is Necro, right? So Doge is Doge.
Yes.
Doge also has an account that says that he's Adrian Dittman, which again,
It's because I
He does
record
not-
Adrian Dittman in his
So
X
we're talking
spaces.
Elon right now? Is this Elon?
no, we're not. We're not.
Really?
We're not. Like I like
I've
again.
got some stuff to say.
Doge is like a chubby, fucking like Chicago person that, quite frankly, is irrelevant. But at the same time, you know, Edmund, I will give you shout outs. You've been into the gym. You actually have a pretty good body. Aside from that, you know, he's a troll.
Right.
Like, he's literally a troll.
That's fine.
Right.
We-
So the
we get
fact that
trolls
you're
all the time.
like, don't feed his ego, please.
It's not feeding
I
my
was talking
ego.
to
I'm being
Necro.
very
I was
sincere. I
talking
mean,
to
even on Adrian Dittman's account, he says, I am Elon Musk. You're just not looking at it as much as I do. I've been looking at it
You're
for
not
years.
Elon Musk.
No
Stop
shit,
it.
stupid. I'm saying Adrian Dittman is Elon Musk's pen name, and he posts memes on there all day long. Today, he said he loves Saturn. Like, the guy is a Satanist. Go look at Adrian Dittman. Look at the X account and look at the fucking content.
Yeah, David, I don't understand why you keep saying my name because I'm not talking.
I'm sorry, I apologize. I was looking at the screen thinking I was talking to you.
Yeah, I mean, Necro says, like, you know, usual stupid liberal shit. You know,
Necro's been fine.
so it is what it is. But, you know, protect Necro at all costs. Not at all costs, but, you know, at the cost of not confusing him with Edmund. Which, Edmund, you know, Edmund is
Again,
Edmund.
why is Edmund here?
Why am I here? I don't know. Why are you here? I'm ready to go to sleep. I just wanted to remind you that Adrian Dittman is Elon Musk, and if you don't think that's true, well, then you don't look at anything. You just say
No,
an
I know.
opinion immediately, and therefore no one should respect you because you just say things randomly with nothing backing up your
Randomly,
opinion.
Here, I'll help you.
Thank you very little.
Dude, I like that scene on Saturday Night
players.
I apologize, Decker. I really thought I was talking to you in the beginning.
That's okay. No, I would never.
Thank you, Dr. Adams.
Yeah, I would never stoop that low.
I get so loud
I
at home. I had to walk outside on the sidewalk while I'm yelling into the phone.
Yeah, I mean, I would never be spewing the bullshit that you just heard come out of Edmund's mouth. And
I used to go in.
Adams can vouch for that.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I don't know if we.
Well, it's been a crazy day. You have to admit that.
Oh yeah, Elon just got doped.
I mean, how massive these guys. But also,
Yeah, that's what I mean.
the problem
how
that
much this
Netanyahu
stuff
has,
eats their ego?
everyone there, is what's going to happen with these guys after the war. And
Can you imagine how much this stuff eats their egos that they are, you know, the world is following this?
Yeah, but do you believe what others are saying that there's a lot of more nefarious shit going on while we're watching the shiny object?
Right,
You know,
right.
while we're worried about tariffs, while we're worried about a bill that's so big nobody knows what's in it.
Speaker.
And frankly, I just heard from a friend tonight, and I didn't realize it. I don't know why he didn't tell me last week. There's a credit in the big beautiful bill for electric cars, up to $10,000 a year in interest payment rebates, and almost every Tesla and about 6 other cars qualify. So Trump put that in there for him.
Well, Speaker Mike Johnson did a managerial, I don't know what Thomas Massey called it, but no one gets to read it. I mean, how ridiculous is
Right.
that? 14 months in the making and no one can read what they're voting on? That's fucking like fascism, basically.
Even Republicans said to Trump, you know, do a tax bill and do another bill, but combining everything together is.
So how do you view Trump though? Because to me that makes me think that he's hyper mercurial, meaning that like Speaker Johnson, Nancy Pelosi, Trump, they all know the scam, which is get into power and spend as much as humanly possible.
Well, there's never been a guy who's, you know, he spent like a drunken sailor his first term, but I think the more you can jam into one bill, the less, you know, sees the light of day. So that's the problem.
You know what's interesting is when you speak with foreign speakers on this app who are keenly aware of the U.S. deficit and the debt crisis, they don't like it. They view that as being negative for their portfolios, and they know it. Like they know shit rolls downhill.
The market doesn't like it either. We were downgraded in our Moody's rating. So
gold and silver's up.
Oh, I'm sorry. What's up?
Gold and silver are at all-time highs.
Yeah.
10-year highs.
So, I mean,
it's the greatest Ponzi scheme in human history, and the world has to fucking eat it, which sucks for the world.
They do, but if our currency is no longer the reserve currency, the joke will be on us.
Yeah, I want every cent I paid into it paid back to me then.
You can't get anything back, and you'll never get any Doge checks. When Elon Musk went to Wisconsin,
entitled.
If Elon Musk is not going to give me back every penny, then he's not really being efficient.
a girl asked Elon Musk, "When are we gonna get our $5,000 Doge checks?" He just laughed at her, like, dummy.
So
you're not getting
Necro,
a fucking
you don't
check.
feel like you're like extremely entitled and like privileged?
No, I don't think so. I think that
Got
Elon
it.
Musk is very entitled, though.
Got it. So you don't feel like your consumer activities render you as being like extremely entitled and privileged?
No, I don't.
Got it.
Dr.
So
Adams,
do
what are you
understand-
complaining? You drive a Tyrannosaurus
do-
Rex to work.
Do you understand like the definition behind like cognitive dissonance?
I do.
And maybe
I'm not sure that.
Right. So
Like, it's like that word. It's like that. It's by Enigma. It's like that word. I'm not sure if you is what you think it means.
Really? Can you walk me through what you feel that it means?
Yeah, so, like, for example, like, I believe that, what I paid into it, that I'm entitled to what I, was promised when I paid into it.
From an economic standpoint.
No,
So let's look at the mechanical definition of the word.
That's just the principle of exchange, is that if I pay into something, that somebody promised to give me, then I should get back what they said that they would give me back.
Got it.
What planet do you live on,
mental
Necro?
discomfort experience.
Do you
when
not file
listen
your taxes? You
beliefs
realize you
or
don't
actions
get a
clash.
kickback.
This is crazy.
Or if you have a Jewish accountant, you do.
Oh, that's a nice anti-Semitic
I mean,
remark,
you wanna
David.
say it's but it's something that's completely different too. So.
What does Judaism have to do with your tax for your accountant, David?
Well, if you don't have a Jewish accountant, you don't have a decent accountant.
Necro is.
Oh, so like if my lawyer's not Jewish, I don't have a decent lawyer either, huh?
That's right, or your doctor, I mean, where you
Necro?
been? Or your judge.
Necro, are you not extremely privileged?
Yeah, I don't think that you should be talking about privilege out of
No, but are you not extremely privileged? No, but are your parents are probably privileged more than mine.
Also.
And
No,
Necro actually.
in comparison to you.
Necro actually. grew
Yeah,
up
you're
more privileged than
projecting,
mine.
Dr. Adams.
So,
Really? So, how much did your parents make, Dr. Adams?
I don't feel like that's relevant.
Okay, well then don't talk to me about privilege.
Let's look at consumer habits.
And you don't even have a Jewish accountant or lawyer, Necro.
Okay.
Oh, he does.
Doge, please don't bring up anti-Semitism.
So
David was the one who brought it up, not me.
Yeah,
Necro,
it's a joke.
Necro, you don't feel like you've exerted a lot more privilege than I have.
No, I don't.
Got it.
And like I said, it's like if you want to compare what sort of.
I'm not going to do that to you, Necro. You know what you're doing right now. You know what you're
I
doing.
think it's because you and I both know that it's pretty bullshit for you to be telling me that privilege.
No, it's really not.
Necro, did you draw that coal painting in your PTR? Like, what happened to your nose on
there?
there?
I am. It's crazy.
Yeah, I did draw it.
What happened to the nose? I think you got to work on the nose a little bit.
He's ignoring it.
The nose is the hardest part, nose and hands, to draw.
Yeah, the hands are pretty.
Yeah,
hard.
hands are
But
tough.
The nose, they're the
Why are you doing this? Like, this is so weird.
Yeah. So, Adams, I with all due respect, your
This
parents.
is so weird.
House in LA. That's like.
Yo, that's not gonna work. It's not gonna work, Necro. You're just as much privileged as I am.
Oh,
just
so
as
now
much.
Now you're changing it from me being more privileged than you
Necro.
to us being both same privilege. So
Necro.
now you understand essentially.
Necro.
Well,
We're in
yeah,
a
you're
similar
getting closer to my
ecosystem. We
point.
have more than most.
Then
Like, it's
maybe you'll
really
agree
weird.
with me pretty soon in the next few seconds
Agree with you to what aim?
that you're more privileged than me.
Definitely not.
Okay. And like I said, if you want to talk about circumstances that both of us have, then I'm willing to talk about
I mean, if you want to go based on, certain stances, but we can.
Necro, you make your own privilege in life.
We can follow the money. No. Let's not do that, Necro.
Necro, what kind of privilege is it?
Are there not certain things that you have paid for that were more expensive than things that I paid for?
I don't believe so. What's the most
Really?
expensive thing that you've bought?
Got it.
Necro, Dr. Adams drinks Kettle One, Necro. You don't even drink.
Because I'll tell you the most expensive thing that I paid
Definitely
for.
not.
I'll tell you the most expensive thing that I paid for if you want to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a used car.
Oh my gosh.
Really?
Yes.
Got it.
In fact, I just bought it. Because
So, other things that we have in common, you haven't, did you receive a discount?
on what thing?
It's a used vehicle.
You know what I'm talking about?
How much do you pay in insurance every
We're
6
not
months,
talking about
Necro?
cars. We're not talking about cars.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you're gonna make it so general. I mean,
You know exactly what I'm talking about. It is what it is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Be a man. Own up to it.
Are you both trans or gay?
Yeah, so Dr. Adams, I'm pretty sure you bought more expensive shit than me. Like your BMW was probably 3 or 4 times.
Who cares,
what I-
Necro? He's on here 80 hours a week. That's not privilege. That's a waste of time.
Necro, be all the way honest.
Necro, you're just complaining because Adams can be here 80 hours a week while you have to go to school and can only be here 20 hours a week.
Yeah, okay.
I'm on break right now.
Definitely on this app 80 hours a week.
I'm on here 80 hours a week. It takes an 80-hour a weeker to know an 80-hour a weeker.
I'm on break too. I'm getting a certification. Thank you.
Guy who's here 80 hours a week, Adrian Dittman.
That's right. I mean, who would know? You could actually be on X all day long with your cell phone wherever you go, as Adrian
I
Dittman.
also guarantee, Adams, that you're not in debt like I am right now.
Oy
You don't have
vey.
It's not the same type of debt, but
Don't worry, Necro. The country's $40 trillion in debt, heading to $50 trillion.
Yeah, that's why the rich need to start paying their fair share.
Necro, you didn't have plastic surgery procedures more expensive than mine.
Wait, Necro, what do you think is more important? Cutting, spending, and borrowing, or taxing the rich?
I must say this is an entertaining program.
Both are important.
I mean, the truth is coming out. Dr. Jordan, it is what it is.
Yeah, the truth is that
No,
Adrian
I
Dittman is Elon Musk.
Essentially, for
So-
example,
So,
I
Necro,
agree, actually.
you did
If
not
I-
have
if
more
I could say-
expensive
if I could
plastic
say-
surgery procedures than, a lot of people want to make fun of me on this app for.
You've had facial enhancement surgeries, Dr. Adams?
No. So,
Rejuvenation?
Necro, can you answer your question?
Penile?
So, yeah,
You've had a penile implant?
So, Necro, why do you allow these people to sit here and drag me and do the things that they do when you are in the same boat, right?
Because I still think that you have much more advantage than I do. I think with buying a house, I mean,
So,
you spend
Necro. Again, we're
a
looking.
really nice car.
Necro, Dr. Adams has a Holy Spirit up his
See
keister.
what's happening
I
right
mean,
now?
your
This is
parents
crazy.
probably paid for your college.
This is so crazy.
Necro, this is called jealousy, or what is it called when you want somebody's stuff?
No. He was only talking about saying I was privileged, and so if he is going to do that, then I'm going to talk about all of the things he has.
Because you are privileged. You're
Okay.
overprivileged.
And like I said, let's talk about.
You're overprivileged. Right. So no, it's not the
Yeah.
same, Necro.
You're not
Because
one.
again, no, it's not the same. Because again, I had to run a business, right? As a result of my said family members and my said
I
parents.
feel like you
to
two
be
are
able to
dating or
contribute
something.
to my bottom line. We might actually at the end of this.
Oh my gosh.
Who knows? I mean, who
Yeah, I had
knows?
to go off to college, bro.
So did I.
Sounds like a love story to me now.
So we both had parents who put expectations on us.
Great.
So that's
Wow.
something that every parent puts on their child, though.
Could you imagine a parent actually having an expectation for a child that they spent countless amount of hours and time raising? Puh! Then they come on Clubhouse 80
We're
hours a
not
week.
that all different, Necro. It's crazy when you want to make a joke about somebody and, they come back and tell you that, you're exactly of like kind. It is what it is.
Yeah, and I still think you have it much better, and you're just not realizing.
And again, at the end of the day, I still look at you as like a person that I respect, even though you're
I do
trying
too.
to deploy a disanalogous, like a very disanalogous conversation. It is what it is.
No, like, Dr. Adams, in all truth, like, the reason I say that I think that that you have way more privilege than I do is that I would, do everything to be able to have the kind of life you do, to be able to live where you do, to be able to own a house at the place that you do in Southern California, because I hate living in Southeast Bumblefuck.
Well, Necro, you're going to
I
school.
don't
I
own
mean,
any
you
more
know,
houses in Southern
maybe you
California.
should try to create something of some value so you can exchange that for your dream home in SoCal so you can live next to Dr. Adams.
That's why I'm going to college.
I know, but you do realize, I mean, look at, what is it, your profile where Frank Zappa says, go to college to get laid, go to the library to get intelligent. I mean, create something of value while you're in college. You'll never have as much energy now as you do now when you're in college.
Yeah, becoming popular is kind of our college.
I'm thinking that Edmund has the highest body count of any guy on the app. He Am I wrong or am I wrong?
No, I've lost count of my body count.
Well, I was talking to Edmund, but maybe you'd have a big high one too.
And I'm probably half.
I'm like, I think I'm in like the high 130s. I think that's where I'm at.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd say it's at least half that.
But also, Necro, you can't include men in your body count. Sorry.
And I've never fucked any men.
Have you ever fucked a trans though?
Yeah.
Well, that's a man, Necro.
No, we're not doing this. We're not doing this. Honestly, just leave Necro alone. Leave Necro alone. It is what it is. I've proven my point. I did not need any help proving my point.
Listen, the point is, Necro, now is always the moment, and when you're in college, you've got more energy and more creative juices than you'll ever have. I made more money in college than I did after college.
Necro, do not answer any more questions. Just leave it alone.
I already knew Necro fucked a trans.
Well, let's talk about government spending. I do think the national debt is an issue, and that's why I agree with people like RFK, and I think even Elon Musk said it himself. But yeah, decreasing the military budget. I mean, we already have an overloaded military. I still believe we should have the strongest military, but it doesn't need to be as because we have that. We're not.
Why do you think we need to have the strongest military? I mean, can you back up that statement?
What?
Can you back up your belief that we need to have the most powerful military, thus the most highly budgeted military? I mean, we have a Second Amendment which technically protects us from foreign invasion.
No, it protects.
Yeah, a bunch of fat people with muskets aren't going to do the job.
Actually, it was
Really? 10,000
really.
Palestinians can fight off one of the most advanced militaries in the world. Yes, we can. You ever hear of the Warsaw Polish-Jewish uprising? Just a handful of pistols were able to put down the Nazis. It doesn't take that much.
Didn't save 6 million Jews.
I get it, but my point is, an armed population is very difficult to invade and take over.
Yeah, those drones are really scared.
I mean, should we have to go to work 3 out of 5 days to pay for a fucking military? To pay for Medicare, Medicaid, to pay for Social Security? 3 out of 5 days of your life go to paying taxes. It's insane. We went to war over these taxes.
So, do you want to have a military that can be weaker than China's or Russia?
I'm actually for a powerful military, but I don't think we need to spend as much as we do with Raytheon, Boeing,
We waste
Northrop
a lot.
Grumman, etc.
Well,
We do waste a
Well, I
lot.
agree with that, but I mean, to me, are you okay with China or Russia's military being stronger?
I mean, stronger in terms of what? Like, relatively speaking, again, I just go back to
The only thing that makes Russia strong is they have nukes. Ukraine has proven that they are a paper tiger.
Well, look at Jamie Dimon. He says we need to stock ammunition and weapons in this country because eventually the Piper's going to come and collect its payment, and we are going to fuck over the world with this debt, and we are going to cancel a lot of debt. I mean, I think that's going to cause a third world war.
But one of the things I definitely am not on board with, which is something that even many in MAGA are not on board with, is cutting Medicaid.
You're not okay with cutting doctors, fucking making millions of dollars a year, ripping off the fucking government payout handout system? I go to the gym, I hear doctors scheming and scamming on how they're going to use Medicare Advantage as their new ploy to get people in the door. These doctors aren't doctors, they're business people.
While they're working out, they're verbally scheming and scamming?
Yeah. And I live stream myself on the treadmill, and they're sitting there talking about how they're going to scam the government by going to a different program. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, like health insurance companies are not doing that right now, bro. Like, to everybody.
Bro, I've never met a doctor that can do more for me than the gym.
Okay, well,
I believe in the gym.
Okay, well then, good luck not going to the doctor. I mean, but it's all that. Medicaid is all that.
Medicaid is a broken leg. The gym's not going to save you.
Well, there's certain incidences where doctors absolutely have high value. I'm just saying that a lot of people who have health problems do not exercise, they don't get sun, they don't eat right, etc.
Okay.
So what is Medicare, Medicaid at $2 trillion a year doing for all these people?
Dude, wait, Necro. Do you know what Edmund looks like?
That's me in the PTR. I'm a human frog with a Trump hat and a bell.
No, that's not what Edmund looks like. That's fucking crazy.
So Edmund, I have an uncle. He's a person who runs marathons, and just like 2 weeks ago, he was, running in Chattanooga doing half Ironman, and he, had to have a triple bypass. And he was a person, who ran regularly. He had a heart attack.
Well, maybe he was running too much.
You can have people who are healthy and still have health conditions that come out of nowhere. My old man was a person who took very good care
of himself.
Yeah,
but Necro, this doesn't correlate to $2 trillion a year in spending. I'm sorry.
Those things you cited, Necro, true, and I'm sorry for your uncle. But 30% of the country is morbidly obese, and the other 30% is obese. And all of that weight causes chronic problems.
Yeah,
no, that's fair.
So
but even if
Necro,
people who don't have that, they still have health issues.
Necro, chill out for a second. Allow Edmund to speak.
I mean, listen, I think honestly that all of this debt is just spam, and they're going to do debt forgiveness in the future or file bankruptcy, and all the debt will go away. So it's technically all spam. And we have degraded the dollar 99%, and we'll just continue degrading the dollar. And I think what Elon Musk does, and what a lot of people do, including myself, with regards to the national debt, is we use it as a fear tactic because it's technically a communication. And so we don't have to fear money. We don't have to fear debt. We are a civilization. We are an empire that has the largest nuclear arsenal, the largest aircraft carriers, the best tanks, the best rifles. We have nothing to fear about money and debt. We should actually be greedier and probably spend more on ourselves, but we don't. Instead, we all go to work and kick it up so they can spend it on bullshit stuff nobody wants.
Have American Express Black Card. No credit limit.
There is no ledger for the taxpayer.
I guarantee you, if every person in this room actually followed Edmund's body journey as far as how Edmund actually gets fit, all y'all would have fucking Black American Expresses on fucking OnlyFans. Listen to this man.
I went to a military academy, and I was served in the Army for 5 years. I spent many years working out. I'm a highly programmed exercise person, but yet everyone still has health problems, as Necro, stated. I have health problems, and just because you work out doesn't mean you're not going to have a health problem. I'm just saying the alternative of not working out is how to really amplify your health problems. You have to work out.
I agree. Nobody's saying you shouldn't take care of your health.
Okay, so now everybody has something, with an admin that people can agree with. So this is a good starting basis, right?
Miracle.
It's a good
No,
starting
I'm
basis.
using it as an excuse for why essentially we should go.
Oh, here we go.
Necro, it's the health insurance corporations. It's big pharma that's getting all the money. And doctors too. Doctors and lawyers make the most out of in society, but it's the health insurance corporations and big pharma which makes all the money, and they are the fuckers that give all the money to Congress. They're the biggest lobbyists. I'm running for Congress. The guy I'm running against has $10 million from health insurance corporations, from big pharma. They pay off. It is fucking blackmail. It's a fraud. It's a scam. It's quid pro quo.
Okay, and good luck.
I don't know why you don't see that, Necro. Why don't you see that, Necro? Why don't you see Medicare, Medicaid as being a fucking federal handout?
It's the only thing that they have.
Necro, you're laughing as you're saying that. Like, come on. I know you don't believe that.
You're a hypocrite, or you're just a ruthless. I mean, you don't work for big pharma.
Let me talk to him. I know you don't believe that.
No, I do.
No, you don't.
You're double vaccinated, triple boosted, and it didn't actually protect you from anything. It probably ruined your health.
Then why is it that the people who are unvaccinated are most likely to get the disease?
Oh, really?
Yeah, so like measles cases, the rise in measles cases, people who, the cases are most common among people.
The measles vaccine is causing measles outbreaks.
Again, why is it the case that the people who have been getting measles, the cases of measles, are people who almost exclusively are not vaccinated?
Listen, the point is the vaccine is the virus.
You may as well have told me that, women get pregnant from having men wear condoms.
Oh, okay. Anyways, Necro, the country's broke. I'm just saying, I'm not worried about it anymore. I mean, I think, this whole fiasco. Yeah, I agree. But, I mean, I'm not giving up on it. I think you should still technically try to diagnose it and accurately describe it.
That's why I call myself a true conservative. I really have given up on the government.
Well, then you agree that the government is the problem, and we as Americans have let the government take over our entire lives. We work for the government, which is not the way it's supposed to be. They're supposed to work for us.
I think it has been corrupted, but no, I mean, system. I don't think that the government cannot be used, to protect human rights. That it cannot be used to actually help people, because it actually has in European countries. So, and we have done it in many ways. I mean, the police is something that keeps communities safe.
I don't know, you know how many state troopers die by trucks and cars just running them over as they're making a speeding, ticket stop? It's like, you go on Instagram, you're reminded, this person died this way, this person died this way, and you're like, holy shit, there's a lot of ways to go, and it's very easy to die. So, your profession, in many ways, is, could be your death letter. I mean, I don't know if you're a professional clown house user, but, you will witness more people on this app disappear because, everybody has an expiration date.
Yeah, so, I mean, essentially, because people die, we shouldn't do anything to actually to extend people's lives. We should not do anything to make people.
I know, but you got to look at the cost benefits analysis. What is the return on investment of this $2 trillion a year that we're spending, giving it to Blue Cross Blue Shield, Cigna, United Healthcare, Pfizer, Moderna, J&J? What's the actual health benefits of all that spending? Most likely, it doesn't actually improve health outcomes. It goes to administrative expenses like salaries. So therefore, you have to accurately diagnose and describe the situation, which is if the government wanted to help people with their health, They would give everybody free fucking gym memberships. They would open up federal health clubs all around the country. They don't do that. They give money to Pfizer so they can inject you with a COVID-19 vaccine and ruin your autoimmune system. That's what they do, Necro.
Yeah, I'm not interested in the anti-vaccine conspiracy theories.
I don't really care what you're interested in. You can take your green bean and shove it up your pathetic little black and gray coal sketch.
I'm not interested in listening to intellectualism.
You're not interested in having conversations unless they fit your narrative. That's your problem. And if you go through the rest of your life like that, you'll always be stupid. That's a you problem, not a me problem. That's a you problem. I am complete. Dr. Adams, enjoy your time here with your boyfriend. I wish you all a good night. I bid you adieu.
Okay, good. Go argue with the doctor. Don't argue with me.
I can't even do emojis. Like, it's crazy. I hate this new update.
Yeah, I think it's interesting. Adams, I've had the things that that concern me most about both extremes, both the left and the right. On the left, it would be cancel culture, and on the right, it would be anti-intellectual.
Exactly.
Yeah, anti-vax is anti-intellectual. You are so stupid. You're just a pawn.
Like, it's so weird, Necro. Like, people think that because we're friends, we agree with each other, that we're fucking. Like, it's very weird.
Yeah, that's nobody people need to understand that you're not going to agree with everybody on everything. I disagree with you because I'm a fucking human being. Nobody should agree with everybody 100%.
Exactly. And everybody knows that Necro does not make enough money for me to fuck Necro. So, it's
Necro, do you even give good blowjobs?
No, we're not doing that. Necro is heterosexual.
No, he had sex with a tranny. I know he's not technically, I don't know. Is there a term for somebody who is heterosexual but has sex with trannies?
Oh my God.
Yeah, you can't tell me that your dick doesn't get hard for Blair White douche.
Blair White?
Necro, stop.
Who the fuck is Blair White?
Stop. Necro, stop.
You can't tell me your dick doesn't get hard for her.
No, dude. If I know a guy looks great as a woman and it's a man, my dick won't get hard for trans. I see trans on Hinge and Bumble all the time. I'm just like, fuck. There's so many fucking, gay men that dress up as women, and these stupid dating apps let them come on and, present themselves as women. It's ridiculous. It's like, when you choose, I'm interested in women, I really mean that. I don't mean I'm interested in women plus trans, and so these stupid dating apps allow these men to dress up as women and, fool men who can't tell that it's a fucking man.
Necro.
Okay.
Yo, I'm gonna wave you.
No, that's fine. I'm not gonna, just keep poking there.
All right, well, I hope you enjoyed my roast, and I hope you become more of a man than you've ever become before. Not coming, of course, but becoming.
Yes, we're going to bed. Not
Yeah, it's 2:30 in the morning. I can hear the birds chirping.
Good night, y'all.